Alright, so I'm recording this mid-editing the video. Basically, I'm going to be showing you guys how to win pretty much most of your PvP matches. So let's say you want to do the Baiken cast. You can pretty much just do 10 out of 10 wins. And you don't have to do more. Like, you don't have to lose. So currently I'm at 16 wins and 3 losses. That's just how I want to show it, I guess. So let's start with the units first. The first one you want to ban. Alright, I'm kind of tired. Hold on. Let me rephrase that. Here are the 6 units that I usually just ban. Like, these are not the 6 units that I will ban, but these are generally like the 6 units I usually ban if they appear in the inventory. So first of all, Elphelt. So let's say you don't even have to look at this passive. The Okizeme passive is actually just bad. Like, basically, if she uses shotgun loop, she stuns an enemy, your enemy, or your unit for 10 seconds. She basically stuns one of your units for 10 seconds. Now, that's not the problem. The problem is love shot. So, let's say the enemy uses love shot on one of your enemies that you send. Let's say you sent out a million HP red end, and the opponent uses love shot on your red end. That's just gonna insta kill it, and you're just gonna be sitting there with less money, way less money. And let's say your strategy is to send out 3 enemies at once. Love shot is just gonna kill 3 of them, kill all of them in like one ability basically, and you're just left there with no money, and you lost. You basically lost. That's why Elphelt is like one of the worst unit to go up against. You just have to ban this. Alright, next is Baiken. Baiken is not that bad. I guess you don't have to ban like all of these except for Elphelt. You can just ignore. You don't have to ban. It's not like the top priority. But Elphelt is just the absolute worst to go up against. Like, you will never win. You will actually never win with Elphelt on PvP. Next is Baiken. Baiken you wanna ban because of the passive. Let's say the first passive. Like, I don't know how this works, but if I have to guess, basically if you send an energy drain and the opponent uses Baiken, the energy drain is going to be applied to your unit instead of the Baiken the opponent is using. So that's how I interpret 2360. Now, the third passive is probably why you wanna ban Baiken, because she performs attack 1, and then the unit that gets hit gets stunned for 10 seconds. That's actually bad. Like, I don't even have to explain why 10 seconds is just bad for you. Like, that takes so long to recover. Alright, next is basically any nuker. So let's say Sid, Jinwoo, and Goku. These are the 3 nukers that you want to keep an eye out for. Especially Sid, I guess. Because when Smith John turns into Sid, he can keep on stacking the nuke ability. And it goes up to 600% times how many swaps, plus times the damage Smith John does or Sid does. That's really bad. Like, let's say he starts stacking from wave 7 and you can only send the enemy red ends at wave 25. That's already so many stacks, and the nuke will just probably just kill the red ends. Let's say you have resilient and overshield. That's just gonna end it. That's just gonna end the overshield, and it's gonna ignore resilient because the nuke is one hit basically. And then next, alright, let me explain why you might or might not wanna ban Jinwoo and why this is not on my 6 priorities that I want to ban. Let's say he has Jinwoo, and then he has other summon units, but he doesn't have any good DPS. You will probably wanna ban either all the summon units, or you wanna ban basically all the good DPS. Because with summons, let's say the enemy summons like so many enemies, then you can just use Absorption. And when you use Absorption, you basically just win. Your Red Ant just cannot die. It just wins. Next is Yhwach. Yhwach is pretty self-explanatory, especially because the element. I guess why I want to ban Yhwach is not just because of the element, it's because of the damage. Let's say the enemy rakes up 50k, he can just max out Yhwach instantly after that, just because of how cheap Yhwach is to max out. Alright, next is Goku, not because of the nuke first. Alright, first of all, I want to ban Goku because... Alright, so the nuke is obviously one of them, but second of all, he has a fusion, and when he fuses, he becomes a rupture unit that does about almost 8,000 DPS on traitless. That is not good for you. That's like really bad for the match, especially if you don't have any other options but to send regens. Next is Katakuri. This is a personal opinion. I don't think any other people will be saying like, oh, you have to ban Katakuri just because he's really good DPS. No, I want to ban Katakuri because of his slow. He does really good damage. First of all, let me tell you that he does absolutely good damage. He has full AoE too, but his slow is more deadly than anything else. Let's say, alright, the match I'm just going to show you that basically the match that I did before I'm recording this video is just so scuffed, I guess. Let's just say if I didn't have Katakuri, I would have lost. So that's why Katakuri is just that good. I'll probably just timestamp the moment I use Katakuri to slow the enemy and just win the game. Alright, that's basically all the 6 units, and I'm going to be telling you guys about the mechanics in the game. Let's say you enter the PvP match, and then first thing you want to do is basically spam red ants. After that, you basically just want to keep on doing that and then defend as you need. You don't really have to defend that often, like it's not that bad. The only time you need to defend is when the enemy sends out an enemy that's actually really buffed. The generally like natural spawning enemies are not that bad. They're actually really easy to kill. Like one Yhwach can actually last you 25 waves. But basically you wanna spam out red ants, like no modifiers, no HP multiplier. You just wanna send out normal red ants at 1 HP and maybe like 10 amount. You just wanna stack up red ants and economy at the first 15 waves, because economy equals money. Basically, if you have 22,000 economy, you get 22,000 cash the next wave, and that's just how economy works. Economy equals money, and you can just after that you can just save up. I guess you can save up and then send the enemy a super buff red ant. Let's say resilient, overshield, absorption, regen, shielded, fast, like whatever you want. If you keep on sending red ants, you will eventually end up with like more than 50k economy, and you just win at that point, unless you have like really bad enemies. I mean really bad units. So let's say, what would be the best modifier to send to the enemy? First of all, let's say Overshield, because Overshield is the yellow HP. Basically, it doubles your red end's HP. Or maybe not doubled, but like, you know, you get what I mean, man. It's just that good. Next is, depending on the enemy, you can either send out Shielded or Resilient. But maybe not, actually. Let's just keep Shielded on the third option. The second option you want to use is Resilient. Resilient and Overshield is like two of the best combos, because the enemy just then can't just, you know, they just can't defend. Let's say you have 700k HP, Resilient, and Overshield red end coming in your way. You literally cannot defend. You cannot defend that unless you have like, yeah, you know, like everyone's upgraded and everything else. You know what I mean? Basically, my usual loadout is Resilient, Overshield, Shielded, Fast, and the last one is empty because it's cheaper that way. You don't even have to use Shielded. If I go to wave 30, I usually don't use Shielded, because Shielded just makes it a little too, you know, too expensive, I guess. Too expensive, but it doesn't give you anything, because the enemy will just have all of their units upgraded anyways. So that's basically the unit you wanna send, and that's basically it. That's how you win. Now I'm just going to be showing you guys the PvP match, and I hope you enjoy. I usually do tradeless too. I don't have that many monarchs. I only have one. But I might lose this one. 35 wins. I'll be going to the general strategy. So if he doesn't have the units I just told you, it's just best to ban his best units. Press rarity, and then you just ban the best units. Let's ban Dante here. We're going to ban the units that I told you. He doesn't really have. Oh, he has Elphelt. Oh, my bad. He doesn't seem to have any other good units. I could be betting Virgil right here. Dark Mage is also like one of the units you can ban. He has Aizen, Katakuri. You know, he has Cool. I think I'm banning this one. You know, Katakuri isn't that important in these matches. You want to bring 2 farms, you can also just bring 1 farm. It works usually. I just want to end it fast. Let's see what I can use right here. Obviously Dark Mage. Dark Mage is pretty good. Dante. He didn't ban my Goku. That's good. I'm going to use Katakuri. Let's see if there's anything better to use right here. I'm guessing not a lot of people will use Luz, so you don't really have to ban her. So my bad on that. This is my loadout. Alright, so first of all, you just wanna go straight to sending one enemy. As you can see, he sends like all of the money to sending enemies. That's because economy equals to the money gain. So I'm going to try to end this quickly. So am I. And I'll probably just speed up the process right here, hoping I win. I'd probably lose though. Alright, so I'm soon going to be ending the match. Alright, hold on. He almost killed me actually with energy drain. It was actually pretty bad. Since he has summons, he's going to die to absorption. This is like the only thing you need to send out. Absorption right here. Just put this on. Let's just do this one. One, and then you spam 2, and then you do another one, and then you spam 2 again, and you do another one. Alright, he should be dead because of the absorption, or I hope so. At least I hope he dies right here. I'm not so sure right now. You know, if I can send another one, I might win right here. It's not absorbing. Oh man. Also, I'm using Goku just because he can nuke. I already told you that. Let's go back to spam. Oh no, what the hell happened? What happened to my summons? There we go. You know, you just want to rake up as many economy as you can. As you can see, I am just going to win right here. He has no shot to win again. Absolutely not. He just died. But I still have to focus on this. So it's not good. Energy drain is actually so scary. Well, I win. GG's. You know, it is what it is. Let's just say GG's, man. Let's just get that prepared. Ooh, that might be bad. Hold on. Nope, he lost. No, he lost, man. He lost. Yep, alright. GG's, man. GG's. He might go toxic too right here. I already won. I already won anyways. He's not going to have that much of a choice right here, except for defend. Well, hold on. Let's just be sure that he dies right here. His thing is not going to reach me first. I don't think so. Alright, GG's. As you can see, there's an easy win.